So then guys, for the new iPhone 17 models, we have finally got the leaks we've been waiting for. We know what the new color ranges are going to be for the iPhone 17 series when they are launched later on this year, and in fact it's only about 2 months away. So today I want to go over the details about all the colors for all of the iPhones, and then I also want to give you the details about the release date and price too for the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So let's get started right away with the colors for the iPhone 17 normal. Now I say the iPhone 17 normal, I'm talking about the $899 US iPhone. We've been told we're going to be getting 2 new colors added to the range, as you can see right here. We are going to be getting a lime kind of green color, like a citrusy kind of green. I'm a massive fan of this. I love this new kind of green kind of color. It's like a, like a lime citrusy one. Really, really nice. I love it. And then we've also got a new purple color being introduced into the range. This purple does look very similar to like the new purple that was introduced to the iPad Air and the iPad Mini. So again, a massive fan of these 2 colors that are going to be introduced to this range right here. Now, one thing that's not clear is the colors that we had for the iPhone 16. And if any of those colors are going to remain. Remember, we do have the standard black and white, and I'm sure this is going to stay, but there is that pink color, there's also that blue, and there's also that other type of green. Now, personally, in my opinion, I think that green color may get dropped, the one that got introduced. In fact, it's the same kind of green color that I've shown you in previous videos on my channel, but I think that one may get dropped. The blue might also get dropped here, or potentially the pink in favor of the purple color, but we'll have to wait and see. You never know. Apple might keep all the colors from the iPhone 16, but we're just not too sure at this stage. But what I would definitely say is that new purple, that new green is definitely coming, and I would say the black and the white is definitely going to be staying too. And that also leads me onto the iPhone Air. Now the iPhone Air, one of the questions is, well, what colors will we see there? Now personally, again, because it's not technically going to be a Pro phone, the iPhone 17 Air, it's not even going to have, say, a Pro chip in it, it's going to have like a normal A19. I can't expect it to have kind of like a titanium kind of finish, you know what I mean, that kind of pro kind of look. I think it's going to go more down the line of something more like a MacBook Air or an iPad Air or the normal kind of iPhones out there. So this again, I think would get the same color range personally. Like I said, there hasn't been officially a leak there, but from just my gut feeling, because it's not a Pro phone, it's more likely to get the kind of normal iPhone 17 colors, especially that the 17 Air is replacing the likes of a Plus model, the 16 Plus, the 15 Plus, it's replacing that. So it makes sense that that color range will be going there, that purple, that lime green, the black, the white, and maybe some of those other iPhone 16 colors we got last year. So that is going to be the iPhone 17 Air. But in addition to this, very recently, we've just heard from Yux1122, who's a Korean blogger, has said right here that actually the iPhone 17 Air's colors could be a space black, it could be a white, a gold, and also a sky blue too. And the reason why he can confirm this is obviously he's had these kind of camera ring colors, what you can see right here. You can see the silver, that light gold, black, light blue, and also transparent, obviously represents like a whiter sort of color here. But then, what about the likes of the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max, you may ask? What new colors are we going to see here? Well, we've had a leak in about this too, and that is it's going to be the sky blue color that we had with the MacBook Air introduced earlier this year. Now again, this does shake things a little bit up here to get that sky blue on a Pro model, but it's a lovely color, I'm going to say that. But the other cool thing is that a lot of the other kind of titanium, aluminum kind of finishes, they are going to stick around as well. So we're still probably going to get that kind of titanium, aluminum, aluminium, black, the white, and then we're also going to get the natural color too. But one thing that might happen is that desert titanium color may get dropped this time around. Apple might keep it, they might drop it, but if that was a color that Apple are going to replace, it would probably be that desert titanium replaced with the sky blue. But we'll have to wait and see, if they're definitely going to be doing that. Again, no leaks have officially said that the desert titanium is going, but it could, because Apple don't like to always have loads and loads of colors for their Pro range. But both the Pro and the Pro Max will get the exact same colors to pick from. And also, as we've been hearing about, we're also going to get that kind of two-tone aluminum titanium mix. But we've also had a leak in telling us that even the Apple logo on the back is going to move down a little bit on the Pro models to fit in more in line with that kind of new kind of square rectangular back, that double sort of shade here. And that looks really cool, mainly to help out with MagSafe sort of abilities in behind it. But yeah, that's where that logo is going to be moved to. But first, just quickly, I want to tell you about the giveaway we're doing on this channel at the end of September time this year, and it's for this iPad Pro you're seeing. And one lucky subscriber is going to get their hands on it. And this iPad Pro is a spec'd up model. It is the 13-inch model of the OLED iPad Pro, and then it's also got 1 terabyte of storage. And if you know anything about an iPad Pro with 1 terabyte storage, that means it's got the top spec M4, so it's got the 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU. It's also got 16 gigabytes of RAM, and then on top of that too, this is the cellular Wi-Fi model. And like I said, I'm giving it away to 1 lucky subscriber on this channel. And all you have to do to enter into this giveaway, it's quite simple at this stage. Just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to still get in 2025. Maybe it will be a new iPad, maybe it'll be a new MacBook, maybe it'll be a new AirPods, iPhone. Put it down in the comments below. It could be even something nothing to do with Apple, Nintendo Switch 2, or something else. Like I said, put it down into the comments below right now. Now, the other part of the giveaway will be happening at the end of September time. And this is where I'll be making a video giving you even more details, including the form to fill in around that time. So the best thing you can do right now is subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell because you want to get that video. Plus, you also want to be a subscriber too, because obviously I'm giving this away to a subscriber. The last thing I want to quickly say about this giveaway is that sadly there are still scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best you can see right here. Please do report them. So next of all, let's talk about the release date and the price for the iPhone 17 Pro models. Now let's start out with the release date. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's about 2 months away from the release date we are, and that is true because more than likely Apple are going to release the new iPhones at their launch event in the beginning of September, and most likely that date is either going to be September 9th or September 10th this year, a Tuesday or the Wednesday into the second full week of September. That is when we'll do the launch event where we see the new iPhone 17 models, Apple Watches, maybe AirPods, all at that event, and then you'll probably be able to pre-order it a few days later on the Friday, because again, this is normally when the time when you can actually pre-order, normally is on the Friday for iPhones. And so you'll probably have to pre-order it from 5 a.m. Pacific time if you're in the US. Here in the UK, that's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That is the time you'll be able to do your pre-orders. Now, when you actually be able to get your hands on the new iPhone 17 Pro models for the first time, or any of the iPhone 17s, it'll probably be a week after that. So we're talking the 19th of September is when you'll be able to get your hands on it. And this makes sense because obviously in previous years, this has been around the same time we've been able to get our hands on them. But then after this, what about the pricing, you may be asking? At the end of the day, the iPhone likes of the 16 Pro right now, just the standard Pro, is $999 US. And that price in US dollars hasn't changed one bit in around about 8 years now. Well, if you go right back to the iPhone 10, what essentially has evolved all the way up to the 17 Pro, going from the 10S to the 11 Pro, 12 Pro, 13 Pro, 14 Pro, 15 Pro, 16 Pro, now 17 Pro, it's always been $999 US, basically $1,000 for it. And it doesn't look like that could be changing this year, unless tariffs get involved, what I'll talk about in a second. But for the iPhone 17 Pro Max, it looks like it's going to be the same story here. Just like the 15 Pro Max and the 16 Pro Max, we're going to get that one step up in storage, up 256 gigabytes is the standard, not 128 like the Pro model. And again, that price will start at $1,200 for it, $1,199 US for it. So that doesn't look like that is changing either. But what I will say right here, so you live anywhere else in the world, Canada, Europe, UK where I am, or anywhere in the world, Obviously, depending on what your currency is like to the US dollar, if it is a stronger currency or a weaker currency, depends on how much the iPhone will cost in your country, plus all your country's kind of taxes rules. I think this could change it, obviously. So that is one thing to be aware of. Now, the other thing to throw in there, obviously, is tariffs, what's going on there. You know, go back 3 months ago, we thought we'd have tariffs in place now and that all the iPhones would be up in price. Obviously, that hasn't happened yet. And it could still happen, but at the moment, because it's still an unknown and we're getting closer, I would still be targeting to look to see how much an iPhone Pro model costs right now for the 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max as we're getting closer to the release date, and really tariffs have not really fully come in and affected Apple just yet. So I have to wait and see though, obviously, what's going to happen there. And of course, if I hear any news, I'll let you guys know. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest on the iPhone 17 Pro and also the iPhone 17 Pro Max and all of the iPhone 17 colors. Are you excited for these? Well, let me know in the comments below. And at the same time too guys, it's time to wrap up the video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.